Okay, guys. All right. Before we continue with the head and all the other structures that we have made, um, yeah, we have the head like this right now, and now we're gonna go over all the rest of the body. And for this, I actually separated some informations that I collected from books that I'm used to read, and some anatomy books for artists, and some of them are like Andrew Loomis and Michael Hampton, and also let me see, yeah, George Bridgman. After I gonna write all the books on a section here, and all the books that I usually recommend for studying anatomy for the artists, and yeah, that's it. So here I'm using my peer window just to show you some clips that I've separated. Uh, First of all, we actually need to understand the main structure of the body, and for doing this we're gonna need to understand the structure. When we say a structure, we should understand the movable masses, like this one, the mainly movable masses, which is the head and the cage for the chest and torso, the rib cage, and also the pelvis. This is from the book for by George Bridgman. It's a drawing where he says about the overall masses that are movable. So here we can see clearly a structure made for blocking a person, a human body, by separating the head, the rib cage, and also the pelvis, and then the spine, intersecting everything and giving the gesture, the mainly curve of action, right? So the spine is gonna be like in this overview here. Here you have some anatomy pictures, some drawings by Stephen Rogers Peck, which is the same who made those images here of the skeleton, and also some others of the rib cage. Here we have front, back, side, top, and below, right? And here we have another some images of the shoulder blades, the clavicle, humerus of the arm, radius and ulna. So we're gonna travel along all of this, but also some proportions and some landmarks of the body here that we must pay attention when we are blocking the overall structure. They are like good points to have an overview of the structure, and measure it, everything, if everything it's all right, the proportions. Here we have some nice rules of proportions of the human body, some of them made by Loomis, and others I just saved from internet, and they are some ideal proportions that I usually like to follow. So the first thing that we have to pay attention is the movement of the spine, and you can clearly see that spine should look like a curved line, and we can actually separate this by, here is the overall view of an anatomic view. This is the side view, and this is the back, and this is the front view of the spine. But the first thing that we have to say is we need to actually separate the understanding of the spine by those curvatures that we have here. We have some curvature like this and this and this and this, and as you can see here, that this is more subtle in real nature image, but for clearly understanding, we can separate by those groups here, you know. Actually more like this in 4 groups, but we can try this one first. The first one will be the cervical part, which means it's related for the neck region, and so it's curved for the front part of the character, right? And it's more curved like this. Let me show. Yeah, more like this. Yeah, it's curved for the front, and so it's just a little subtle curvature for this way, you know. And then the region of the rib cage, we're gonna have another nice curvature, which is curved for the backward, and it starts from the base of the neck, and sorry guys, it's not a dot, it's a diamond shape, kind of a diamond shape like this in this region, because in the sides we're gonna have the trapezius muscles. Okay, but we're gonna talk later about trapezius. It's just to know where you're gonna locate it, the 7th vertebra. 7th vertebra. You can even touch your spine just in the back here in of your neck, and you're gonna feel the 7th vertebra. Okay, so by continuing here, we're gonna continue with this region, which is curved for the back, and it goes all along our rib cage. All right, so after that, we're gonna have this another region here, which is another C curve, and this region, you know, you can clearly see here that the first one is nearly straight, right? The second one, the second part, which is just in the region of the rib cage, it's more a curved one, and then we have a more curved part, but now for the front region, which is between the 2 movable masses of the rib cage and the pelvis, right? This region here will be one of the most movable and bendable. Let me check. Yeah, because once we turn our body, you know, it will be more this region, but all the cervical, all the spine will be able to have curvature, not just exactly just this part here of the end of the spine, which is along the sacrum here and the end of spine. It will not be so bendable, you know, because we can bend our pelvis region because it's a rigid part. But just for understanding, by looking through the side view, this will be more straight, and then curved, more curved, and here the most curved part. Okay, so this will be the gesture line of our spine by looking from the side view, right? And once we do the spine, we're gonna be able to actually make those blockings for the regions of the rib cage and also the pelvis. We can clearly start by doing you know, like blocks like this, and then we can also use cylinders and start like an egg shape for the rib cage, and after we can start to bring more information by, you know, giving a V shape in the bottom of rib cage, and then creating those angles that we have here for the top of the rib cage and the bottom of rib cage. You know, if we have here like a box, you know, in this region, we're gonna see that this part will most be more cut, great cut than this one here. This one, it will be more related for the region of the neck, and we're gonna see that the neck should most of the time, you know, follow the same width of the jawline here. So, but sure, it will depends on the character and on the structure of the character, if it's more a strong man or a thin guy. It will depends too much of this region for the neck, and also its width. But for instance, for the instant, we can understand like this, and this is what we're gonna do. You know, for the first, we're gonna create those great box, and then we're gonna refine it more. But one thing that is nice to understand here is the rhythm of the body. You know, the rhythm is what I say. Rhythm, I don't know if it's on Y here and an M. I don't remember exactly how do you write this in English, but the thing is that the pelvis is turned for the front view. The rib cage is more turned for the back, and then the neck and the top of head will be more located by the front view, you know. Okay, so let's go first for the ZBrush, and then we can start to manage all of this and start to understand a little bit more of proportions and also the landmarks. You know, here we're gonna have an image of the skeleton, and this is what we're gonna make, but not exactly, you know, all the structures of the skeleton. We're gonna do something more like this, general blockage of those masses, just to understand all the muscles that are connected here, and how they're gonna work when we build a character by doing this anatomy. Okay,